Hi, my name is CR Symone, and welcome back to Step by Step Business Solutions Resources. And I wanted to just reach out to you all today to help take what I teach in a lot of my webinars and seminars about QR code marketing one step further to help walk you through how to do it for yourselves. And so this is so important. QR codes are a fabulous way for you to be able to market your companies, to be able to help shorten the customer journey from initial contact to getting to where you want them to be so that they can convert in whichever way you want them to convert in as quickly as possible. And so let's do a deep dive into that. So first I want to show you that I am on Canva. We're going to use Canva, and we're going to use the free version today to do this because I want to let you know that this is possible for anyone or for any business, right? Okay, so I love Canva. When I first found out about it years ago, I was actually creating all of my marketing stuff using PowerPoint, and I was doing a pretty good job. But whenever I found Canva, which allows me to make graphic design looking designs without being a graphic designer, I literally cried marketing tears of joy. I was so happy. And so because it was really able to help me to level up the quality of the work that I was able to create from both myself and for my clients. And so I really love it. For those of you that are new here, just come and look around. I'm not going to do a tutorial on Canva today. If you need one, put it in the chat, let me know, and I'll find some time out to do those. But you can do your social media posts, logos, business cards, flyers, infographics, all those different things that you can do in Canva. And some of the things that I love that they just introduced were you can design t-shirts on here. You can also do promotional videos, which I am going to do a video about that eventually because it's amazing how you can create something so great for your company for such a little cost. And so you can also do like the graphics for your websites as well. So Canva has so much, but today what we're going to focus on is how to be able to create documents and use QR codes to market your company. So let's start here. So what we would do is we go up here to the search bar and we're just going to type in QR, and it's going to bring up QR templates. And whenever that happens, now mind you, you can insert a QR code into any kind of marketing design that you do. And I honestly suggest that you try to, especially if it's something that is more static, like a menu or even a post, and you want people to go a certain place. If that platform will allow you, then try to put a QR code on there if you can. All right, so let's look here. So what we're going to do is today, for time's sake, I'm going to show you three different things. I want to show you how to use a QR code to go to your website. So let's say, for instance, if you're out networking and someone says, oh, I want to learn more about your services, or I need more details, then you can just say, oh, okay, you can show them the QR code on your phone, on your digital card, or you can just have a picture of a QR code and they can scan it. And whenever they scan that, if a link will pop up, they can click on it and it'll take them to your website. So now you don't have to be like www. No, you could just have them scan that and they can go directly there. This also works really well for like if you're going to do a car decal for your car, if you're a realtor or something like that, and you want people to be able to see how do we get to your website and while they're driving. It's an easy way. Now we hope people are safe, but anyway. Okay, but it's an easy way for people to be able to really connect. I definitely suggest this for all of my clients who are like pressure washers, landscapers, construction people, construction companies. And while you're there working on the homes, put a sign in the yard with your information, but also have a QR code on there. So if someone is walking by, they can just scan it and then they can give you a call and learn more about what your company is and possibly go ahead and book. So we don't want to miss out on this opportunity. So the first one that I'm going to choose here, I'll just do this one. Okay, and what we want to do is we want to insert a QR code that basically, let's say it would say, learn more about us, or your call to action might be visit our website or something along those lines, or see our services, or something, anything where you're just trying to direct them somewhere. Okay, so we have a template here. Canva has thousands of templates. Please come in here and just play around, learn the amazingness of this platform, but we're not going to go too deep in that today. So you click on these three dots over here on the side that say more, and then down here in apps and integrations, you see the one that says QR code. So now what comes up is your URL. The URL is where do you want the link to link people to. So let's say if we wanted to link it to Yelp, right? Or your website or wherever, let's say if Yelp was our business website, we would just put that in there. So we would do that, and we're going to click generate code. and we'll put that up in the top corner, right? Okay, so now we test it, because in marketing, you always test your links on any kind of marketing, in your websites, your social media, always test the links. Don't trust them, because things can happen, and you never ever want to have links out there that don't work. So then there'll be a little dropout menu, and it'll say, okay, open up, and it should take you right to the Yelp page. Okay, and so now that you're there, you can do, let's say if they were going to your website, they can learn more about your services, they can learn more about you, they can schedule an appointment, whatever you want them to do. Now, since I put Yelp in there, I do want to do an honorable mention about that. This is a great way for you to get testimonials. If you have clients that are like, oh my gosh, you're amazing, we love you, we wanted to work with you, thank you for the service you did so amazing, I love my da-da-da-da, whatever they're talking about, and they're excited, you want to get that testimonial right then while they're excited. And so a great way to do that is to say, oh, well, do you mind leaving us a Yelp review? If they'll say, sure, and then they're going to walk off and they're going to forget about that Yelp review. But if you can show them like a digital card or a QR code, they can scan that, and it literally will take them so that they can do the Yelp review right there on your phone. This also works really well with Facebook reviews, Google My Business reviews. The URL that you would put here would be the one that says the link from your profile that goes to your reviews page. You don't want to just send them to Facebook, because you're going to lose them. They're going to be on Facebook, right? You want to send them to Facebook within your profile on your reviews page. And the way that you find that is just log into Facebook and go to your reviews section, and whatever that URL is that on the top, that's the URL you want to paste here into this little box. Okay. All right. So hopefully you guys are clocking with me. Let me make sure that you can still, everything is good. Let me test it. All right, perfect. So that's another way you can do it. Use that for testimonials. Send them to your LinkedIn, your Google My Business, your Yelp, wherever you can get reviews. That's a great way to do that with using a QR code. So we showed you how to send people to your website and how to send them to your testimonials page or your reviews page using QR codes. Another way that you can do this is, let's say, for instance, if you wanted to send them to a PDF. So you've got an ebook, a white paper, you're giving them so they get information, a menu, your services. Like if you're a spa and you're like, okay, look here, and you can see all of our services. What that does is that it makes it so easy for them, and they can go straight there. So let's create a QR code for that. So we're going to go over here to templates, and we're going to choose, let's choose this one. And what we're going to do is we're going to use this to be able to send people. I'm going to take out Yelp. We don't need that one. We're not using that one again. And we want to send people to a PDF. So what I did ahead of time was I went ahead and just pulled a PDF. So this is a restaurant. I honestly don't know where it is. I'm just doing it for this class, but it looks great and I'm really hungry. So Italian food sounds amazing right now, but this is their menu PDF. So once it's online, I'm just going to copy that. Okay. And then I am going to come back here to my Canva. I have too many screens open now, and I'm just going to paste that right here. It's going to create me, it's going to generate a QR code for me. I'm going to put it down here in the bottom right hand side. And now what we're going to do is test it to make sure that it's working. And it should take us to this incredible restaurants menu. Make sure you guys can see it. And I can go down here to preview if I like. Presenting in full screen. Okay. Now you see the yellow pop up on the side. And when you click on that, it takes us over. Okay. All right. So now you should be looking at La Villa Pasta and Grill Italian Ristorante. It's in Lynchburg, Virginia. So shout out to you. Okay. So now you're able to see their menu. That could be something for your business too. It could be, do these things before we come in for lawn care, whatever PDF you need them to have. That's the way that they can get that. Okay. So that's a great way for you to be able to use to market and or educate your customers or whatever you need to do for your business. The third way I want to show you is for a special event. So let's go over here. And once again, I'm just going to keep pulling out templates because a lot of you just need to get used to how just pulling out the templates. And I love how Canva is so good for this. Let's see, an event. Okay, No, that's a video. And you can insert these into videos. I just don't want to. And they're acting up. So we're going to put it here. We're going to make it an event since it's not acting right. So we're just going to do our event. Okay. There we go. I'm sorry. I'm trying to get through this, guys, because I'm covering a lot today. And all right. So we're going to do the QR code. And so let's say, for instance, if you're doing registration on Eventbrite, you would just put that in there. So once you set up your event on Eventbrite, it's going to give you a link for people to come in and register. You don't want people to have to go through a lot of steps. You want them to go straight to that registration page where you give them the details about the event and they can click on the button and they can sign up. They can pay their registration fee, whatever it is that you want them to do. You want to make it as easy as possible. Don't send them to the big site. Send them directly to where you want them to be. Okay, so we're doing, what did we say? Eventbrite. Okay, so whenever you put that QR code in, now let's say I had a friend that did this the other night. That's why I wanted to make sure I touched on this. I had a friend the other night. She was like, oh, are you coming to our conference? It's in August. We were at dinner and she was like, let me show you. She pulls out her phone and there's a picture there, and I look at the picture, and then because we're us, I take a picture of her phone, the picture on her phone, and I'm like, oh yeah, and send that to me so I can send it to other people. So, but I thought about it, I was like, wow, you need a QR code, because if she had a QR code, she could just send us. Now I have a flyer. So think about it like this. Think about the ease of use for your customers. I now have a picture of a flyer on my phone. It's not even a flyer, it's a picture of a flyer. So how do I get there to register? I'm going to literally have to either do a Google search to find it, or I'm going to have to look at that flyer and type in whatever the website is to get there. And 9 times out of 10, it's not going to be easy. Whereas if we were to, we're testing, guys, you know what we're doing, we're testing. If we were to click on this, it takes me straight to the page. I'm able to learn about the event. I'm able to click on it and go ahead and convert into a customer. We are trying to do this because it helps you get your conversion rate up, because you're getting people to the point where they can buy, subscribe, download, whatever it is that you want them to do faster. That's what we want, and easier for them. Okay, so this brought up Eventbrite for me. I hope that you all had that as well. Okay, so that's another way you can do it when you're doing your events. Think about it along those lines. You can also do a digital business card. I'm not going to design one of those for you today because of time, but what I would say is that you can also do a digital business card where you actually design a business card. You have it on your phone. You can do this in multiple ways. You actually, on your business cards in 2021, put a QR code on there that leads people directly to your website. Yes, they could type it in. Why make them if they could actually just go straight there? Or you could actually do a digital business card where people can hover over the QR code and it takes them to a PDF or a picture that has your business card on there with all the information. Especially with COVID-19, people don't want to necessarily take a card from other people. Now what we can do is be able to do that for free using Canva and still be able to have an excellent looking business card that people have access to at all times. So you can use that, you can design that, and you can actually design a digital business card using Canva as well. Okay, what else did I want to show you? Okay, so the next thing I wanted to show you, and this one's going to be a little bit robust, but I want you to stay with me. We can do this, okay? Is that sometimes if you're out, if you're being a vendor, if you're at a farmer's market, like I had a client in my class last night and they sold dressings and dips and all that kind of stuff. And they go to farmer's market, they vend at events and stuff like that. And so while they're there, you want to capture data. What data is the customer's phone number, email, and their name, so that whenever you are ready to, you have a new product launch, whenever you want to send out a coupon, you want to keep them engaged, you want to let them know about your organization. Or if you're networking before you even launch your company and people are like, oh, I love your idea, that's going to be amazing, let me know when you start. Don't let them just walk off. Get their data so that you can put them on the invite list for the launch party or for your grand opening. We want to stay connected. So when I'm in class and I go, you can send people to a landing page so that they can actually subscribe. So imagine this, you're at your booth and you have a little you have a display there, picture frame with a QR code in it. Someone can scan it and it takes them directly to a landing page where they're able to subscribe, put their information in it, and now you can get back with them. It might be, you might have them registering for a $25 gift certificate. You might be doing a contest to get the people to sign up. You may have it where you say, find out where our food truck will be next week, you know? And so now they are able to sign up so that they get on the email list so that they always know where the food truck's going to be. So there's 100 different ways you can actually use these. And so, but the key is that you're sending them to a landing page so that they can register. And when I say this in class, there's always someone that goes, but how do I create the landing page? And I'm like, okay, so that's what I'm going to do with you quickly. And I'm going to use Wix. Okay. I love Wix, WIX. It's a great platform for you to build websites on. I love it because it's user friendly, and I love it because you can work on your website or whatever in the background for 6 weeks or 6 months, and you don't have to pay for it until you actually get ready to launch it, and then you start paying for hosting, and even their hosting is very affordable. Okay, so I like Wix, so we're going to try this. I'm going to do restaurants and food. Now, I would say use Wix ADI. Now, let me tell you, I cannot stand a website that looks like a template. That bothers me to no end. But what I love about Wix ADI, I would absolutely not recommend it to you all if I did not believe in it. I have seen it create some really beautiful websites for people. And the crazy thing is you can do it in less than 10 minutes. I would not suggest this if I didn't think it would be a quality website for you. Now, what we're creating today is just a landing page. That's all, because we don't need a full robust website. However, I did this last night and it created one for me anyway, but you better do right today. Okay, so let's see. We're going to do a food truck. We're going to do the QR code food truck. And if you're watching this and you're like, oh, I want to be able to do this, can you do a tutorial on how to create a website using Wix? Then shoot me something in the chat. Let me know. Let's do, ooh, Indian food. I'm so hungry. Okay, let's do that. Okay, so we're going to click next. Now, it allows you to say what type of sections do you want in your website. So I'm going to click off of all of these because I don't want all that. I just want a thing that just shows me picture and then sign up, right? That's what I want, but it may give me all of it anyway, but I'm going to give it my best shot. But either way, you get to see the robustness of the platform, so it's okay. Mind you, look at the time. We're really, it's not a lot. Okay, QR code food truck. That's the name of the company. Then you can put your information in here if you want to. The great thing about Wix ADI is if you already have a website, then put your website in there. Sometimes it'll pull some of the content over so you don't have to redo it all. So now we need to choose a theme. So let's choose evolution for today, because that's the kind of, I'm just kind of feeling evolutionary. Yeah, I'm feeling good. I'm feeling good. Evolutionary. I'm hilarious. That's horrible. Okay, so let's look here. It's coming together. It's like, okay, you are on screen, you are on Zoom, and you're trying, like, you're doing a lot. That's what this program is saying to me right now. Okay, so we're going to choose this one. You can choose the design, and mind you, they have hundreds of templates. We're not doing this today. I'm not going in deep. I'm going to stay in my lane. I'm going to stay in my own business today. We are not going to go deep into this. I just want to show you how to create a landing page. So the key is this. I talked a lot, but guys, it's been less than 5 minutes and there's a full-blown website right here. So let's scroll through. Let me show you what it is. And because it does it, it's hard-headed. I just want a landing page, but it's giving me all of this. But this is a website. So you got your menu bar at the top. Let me make sure you're tracking with me. Hold on. Sometimes I go fast and Zoom does not come with me, and that makes me so mad. Okay, so here we are. All right, so you have your menu bar at the top. You have your welcome with the great pictures. You always want to use quality pictures on your marketing. You have an About Us section that's a lot of fun. You have a gallery that gives all the pictures about the food truck. Locations, this is where we'll be when, a contact us bar. And so this is a great, just, it's actually a fully functional website. So if you needed a website for your company, hey, you got one. It's been 5 minutes. Okay, so that's beautiful. However, for this particular, what we're doing today, for this exercise, I do not need all this. All I need is just a place where I can have people sign up for our subscribe thing. We don't want to give them too much, but we will have a link on there to the website if they want to learn more. But when you have that landing page, you just want people to be focused. I don't want you to get distracted. I want you to give me that email, phone number, and all of that. So I'm going to go through and delete everything. Delete. And so that part though, no. So the marketer in me is like, they need more information. No, we just want them to sign up. So it's really hard for me to delete these sections. Now I will say this, if I was doing this for a food truck on the landing page, I would leave the locations part there, because a food truck, especially if it's one that's very, very transient, you have some food trucks that kind of stay in one place, but then you have some that are, move around a lot. So if that's the case and you move around a lot, I would absolutely leave the locations on there. So let's just do it. Let's submit to the marketing gods and do it in a great way. Since we're already here, it's fine. Okay. All right. So what I would do is put this section at the top, and let me show you how easy this is. Now, I'm not doing a tutorial on this right now, but I just want to show you how easy it is. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take off this map, because the map is irritating me. I don't need that. We appreciate it, but that's not what we need for right now. So we're going to scroll down here and we're going to take the map off. Okay. And then we're going to go to design. And when we go to design, and this is what I love, is that it puts the template out there for you, but then it goes, okay, now find the one that's your style. And so it allows you to be able to look at different that they are putting together for you. That's what I love. They do all the hard work, and now you only have to go in and set it up. So I'm putting a form right there. So for those of you that are looking at this and you're saying, okay, Renee, I'm building the landing page, show me how. So you see how I have the contact. So I came over here, and this is where you change stuff that's in this contact thing. So I took off the map. So I'm going to add a form, because I need people to give me their name and email. And then I'm going to add our social accounts if you have one. So say if you got your social media, your Facebook, your Instagram, your Twitter, all that. We're going to do that. Now, this is where you would change the information. So let's say, remember, we were giving away a gift certificate. So it would say something like register to win, right? And then in the description part underneath that, it might say a $25. Really? Is this what we're doing right now? I need you to act right. Okay, gift certificate. There you go. Okay, so now you have that, right? And so we would make that prettier if that's what we were doing. You will update your address, you're going to put your phone number, and you're going to put your website in here, because this is not your website. This is a landing page. A landing page is literally just that. It's a place where they land once they scan that QR code, and it's just giving them quick information so that they can register for whatever it is that you want them to register for. All right, so now we have that. And so now we can go over here to design if we want it to be picky. This one looks really good. If you look at it, we've got a picture. You always want to have a really good picture, and you have the form. People can go in right now and fill that out. But if you wanted to have the about page and the locations, you could do that as well. What I would suggest doing is let's delete the about, and because we want them to go to the website. And then we would have the locations here, because we want people that come, we want them to register, just look at the locations. But if I stay true to what I said, it would just be this top part. I feel so sporadic. I'm like, just make it simple. No, add in stuff. Just make it simple. No, add in stuff. But listen, if we just want the landing page, which is why we came here, if we just wanted this landing page, look, we have it. Okay. So then if I click publish, now with your WIX account, what it does is that, you know how you always hear this stuff is saying, oh, you can have a free website. It's technically true. They will give you a free website, and you'll get something like your email address, and then it gives you like some kind of interesting little tagline. And so let me put on this, I'm going to put QR code test, so that I remember not to delete this. So if you're watching this video a year from now, it'll still work for you. And so I won't delete it out of my account. Okay, so now I'm publishing this website. So I have a landing page, and I know I talked a lot, guys, but to be honest with you, that took all of 10 minutes. All we really did was we went to WIX, we went through the WIX ADI, we created a landing page, we went in and we spent more time deleting the extra great goodness that they put on there than we did anything else. All we had to do is delete those other sections and add in that form and the social media, and we were done. And it's all set up, because what will happen is that anyone that fills out that form, the responses are going to go to your email address, so whoever email address you use to set up the account. So you'll know, oh, Renee went in and filled out a form, and you'll be able to see that in your email. And also what I love about WIX is that it's also, they're low-key trying to be a customer relations management system, because they're starting to add in so many good things for the people who use their platform. So it will actually have a whole database in the back. So everyone that fills out that form is creating an Excel database of contacts for you, for people who are subscribing. So that's really good. So it's another place for you to keep track of everyone. It's not like you get the email and you have to enter into your own database. It does it for you. Okay, getting off topic. Let me stay in my business. Okay, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna go here. Okay, we're gonna view the published site. All right, so this is our published site. So it's step by step. So this is not, this is just the WIX domain. Now, mind you, so let me give you some guidance in this all the time. Okay, let me give you some guidance in this. We never use a free website. When you get ready to launch and you want it to be up into the world, your customer's going to see it, you're going to always upgrade. That's when you start paying the monthly fee. And for something like this would probably be around about $15 a month for hosting. Hosting is where your website lives online. It's the servers that your site sits on online. So how did I get all the way over here? Okay, so you don't want to do this because this looks very unprofessional. Just because we are small businesses doesn't mean we have to look like it. And if you can't afford to pay $15 a month to keep your website up and running, it might not be time for you to start this company yet. Take your startup costs seriously. It's a cost of doing business, right? So have your website upgraded so that you can do that. You can get your own domain, and where it actually says your business name. So it would be www.qrfoodtruck.com. You can get that domain through WIX. I think it's only $15, but it lasts for the month, for the year. And so now you have that. So that's just that soapbox. But look, people can come and they can fill it out. You can type into these blocks and you can fill this information in and you hit submit and it's done. So let's go back to the customer journey. So let me copy the QR code. I'm going to go back into, because we just went and created a landing page. So all the customers that are in my class going, how do I create the landing page? You just learned how. Now we go back into Canva. This is our template right here. We want them to subscribe. Ooh. We want them to subscribe, right? Or to win $25. Okay, so that's what we're doing. So we're going to do the QR code, go to more, QR code, and then right here, we're going to paste that URL that we just copied from the landing page that we just did. Okay, all right, so generate code is going to go right there. I'm going to put it down at the bottom. Let's scan it and see if it works. Scan it and see if it works. Okay. Look at that. And now, so imagine this. You're at a farmer's market, you are at a networking event, or you're up speaking and you say, hey, sign up so you can enter my contest or learn more about our company, pre-order our book. Now you give them the QR code, they scan on it, they can literally, you see how this is on my phone? I can fill this out right here on my phone and I am done, right? Very quick for the customer. It worked out great. I know this video was long, guys. Sorry about that, but good stuff. You got a lot of good stuff. So you were able to learn how to use a QR code to send people to your website, to send people to get reviews, to send people to, what else? To be able to register for an event, and then also to a landing page so you get a subscription. So thank you all so much for spending this time with me. I hope this helps you in your business. And just remember that just because we are small businesses does not mean we have to look like it. Continue educating yourself, continue taking risk, and continue being great. My name is Symone, and I hope that you have a fantastic day.